Hey, folks. I'm Peri. Typical New York City. Thanks for this weekend. And really appreciate beautiful, like, letters, calls and stuff you've been doing. You've been sending. It's lovely up here. And I hope you can hear me. I came straight from my last client here. And thanks to the wonders of the New York City transit system, it's only an hour later than I thought. So, I wanted to share some cool stuff with you before we do the tarot cards for the week upcoming. And today, I was thinking, I'm just going to spend a day following, that trace peripheral vision impulse. Sometimes you get a feeling like, I should do this, but I mean, not, but, and then you'll just figure out time or that. So today, I actually followed two of those impulses, and I wanted to share this with you because it was really cool. Pushed out from under my butt. That's another impulse I'm following. Sorry, Dave. How's that? Woo! Better. So, the first impulse was, I was passing a little smoke shop in the corner that sells, like, magazines, scratch tickets, and impulse to go in and get a I do maybe once a year. And so listened to the impulse and stood in front of the glittery, shiny, fabulous colors and thousands of tickets. And I said, okay, guys, which one can give me a little pocket money? And one sort of lit up for me. Here it is. $20. That was a nice moment. Bought the one ticket, scratched it, it worked. I'll post a photo of this later so you don't think I'm kidding. The second thing was more at lunch today. I thought, I really need a blowout. Nothing brings the confidence more like a blowout, right? I guarantee that every woman heard me say blowout. Every man who might be listening totally heard the end of that sentence wrong. But as we ladies know, a good blowout can be very enjoyable. I opened my little Groupon app and found something for this kind of, in the neighborhood. But completely, it's not something I do very often. So I got the Groupon and bopped over to the place that was an open slot. And here's the for a couple of things. And there will be a test. So it was in the St. George Hotel, which is in Brooklyn. And the name of the place was the Hair Den. And it was incredibly old school. And when I walked in, I had this feeling. And I started talking to Emily, who's the wonderful person who works there. This fun thing called Hair. And this wonderful older lady named Gloria, very glamorous, and mentioned that the St. George Hotel, which is on Park Street, Brooklyn, and Brooklyn Heights, was in the 20s and 30s and 40s a very popular hotspot. It was known for a great jazz dance to, for fantastic, huge pool. And the St. George Hotel was where this place was located. And my great-great-grandfather owned the Great George Hotel. I'm not correct. In fact, when the family had money, it was old money, but it got too old and died. Anyway, so here I am at the St. George Hotel thinking, hey, my great-great-grandfather owned this place. And so I mentioned that to the girls who worked there, and said that I said, how long has this place been here? And they said, since at least 1922. And I said, was it the only place that would have a mannequin? They said, yeah, why? And I said, well, my great-great-grandfather who owned the hotel, divorced his wife and ran off with a manicurist from this place. And they said, well, it's been owned by the same family since 1922. So come in tomorrow and talk to the owner, and you guys can swap stories. So what was it? What was the impulse that led me into the little smoke shop to buy a scratch off to get win $20, which I normally would have ignored? What was the impulse that made me say, I'd like a blowout? Blowout. Oh, you gentlemen heard that wrong. Live with it. And winding up answering like this sort of family history mystery. Where did this woman work? I mean, it was amazing that before the broke up my great-great-grandfather's marriage, that salon was still there. He no longer is, by the way. So we're going to call it, I'm going to move closer because my mic is being a little funky here. Hold on. Yeah, funky mic syndrome. Yeah. In the 19th century, a writer called this the still small voice. It's the voice of intuition. It's the voice that says, just in the peripheral vision of your consciousness, hey, you know what? This might be a good idea. And assuming you're sane, fairly normal things you do. I mean, if the voice says, I think you should take some feathers in your arms and jump off the Palisades Parkway, don't do that. But if the voice says, maybe you should give Uncle Bob a call. Maybe you should turn left here instead of right over a new street with maybe a shop with a perfect dress for that event you're going to next week. Sometimes intuition is tiny, and that's why listening to it, learning to listen to the still small voice of intuition, rather than the big, like, oh, there's going to be a huge flood tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, that's useful too, but the way you get to that place is by honoring these small whisperings of the still small voice that make slightly goofy suggestions that you listen to. And you wind up with, hey, a 20 bucks, a bit of family history, and a feeling that you're kind of aligned with the universe. It's full. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope you can hear me. I'm going to pull just one card for the weather for the week ahead. And I'm using a new deck. It's called the Illuminated Tarot. I think it's fabulous. It's by Caitlin Keegan, and it's really good. Wow. So the card I pulled without is in this case, it's kind of the fox card. It's also the Fool card, which means that the week coming up is filled with whatever you want to fill it with. By which I mean, it's filled with possibility. It's filled with how do I put this? It's filled with active potential. So you can make decisions and they'll be sort of supported by the universe. And if you feel like reinventing yourself, this is a great week to do it, because the Fool card in the tarot is not an idiot. He's a fool in that he is open to what the universe suggests. He's the beginning and the end of the tarot, and he's the poor sap that everything in the tarot has to do. So take a moment to pity for him. But the Fool is about potential, new beginnings, new journeys, and it's a great card to pull for this week's tarot weather. So that's about that, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm Peri Lyons, says on your screen, so that's Peri, P-E-R-I, like periwinkle, Lion, like L, like lion, but with the Y, and you can reach me on Facebook. Every week, if a somebody calls in or you've been listening, I give away one free 15-minute reading. So if you're watching this, get in touch with me on my website or on Facebook, and also buy me some powder. I'm a little say, hey, I'd like to get that reading. And if you're the selected person, you get a great 15-minute fun reading. Accurate. Okay, so we're waiting for calls now. We have Chelsea. Oh, in Newnan, Georgia. Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm having a little audio issue today. So I'm going to scare you by a little up close here. You hear me? Are you scared yet? Yes, I can totally hear you. Happy to have you. So first of all, what's your birthday? Yeah. When is your birthday, my love?
May 25th.
Oh, you're a Gemini. Okay, gotta go. I love Geminis. I have a Gemini brother and a Gemini sister, so I'm a little like, I'm on to you guys. But that's actually a good week. And you have a total Gemini laugh. They laugh like delicious, like half siren, half beaver. So Chelsea, how can I help you? How can I help?
I would just like to ask about, like, I'm going through recovery as well as questioning how my career and success is going to be. So I wanted to see what you pick up off of me from that aspect.
Well, it's interesting. I think it's taken you rather a long time, although you sound like you're 26. So to figure out what you actually want to do as opposed to what you're feeling you should do or what you think you should do in order to be secure or all of that. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah. And I think you're starting to figure out both what you like to do and what you're good at. Luckily, in your case, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a lot of healing energy. It's interesting because your healing, it could be that you would make a good nurse or doctor or therapist. What's interesting as well, though, is tied in with this healing energy, sort of like, woo, it doesn't make that noise, are colors. And I'm going to say that you have a talent for colors. You might not know it, because I find a lot of people who have talent that they're just used to don't know necessarily that that's talent, right? So,
Right.
But you would, yeah. What are you doing right now? Because it feels like you're doing something that's kind of close to what you like, but not quite there.
Well, I'm not actually doing anything in work right now because I'm in recovery from an accident with a broke arm. So I have some months to go in recovery. And I'm for the most part doing well on healing and doing well with my perspective and attitude on it. It's just very different for me because I was doing electrical work, working every day, working hard, working towards my goals. So now with me being down, I don't know where it's going from here. And without me being able to put the effort every day is really, kind of discouraging when I really get to thinking about it.
I'll tell you what to do. Can I help? Can I grab some lemonade? Hold on. Here's the thing. Having just had this happen to me, right? I'm thinking about my life changes, but I'm very busy, and I can distract myself, like working all the time, work around, and but I bashed my toes really badly and have to get an X-ray. So I've been not able to run around like a lunatic. And I'm kind of grateful for that because I've been doing thinking. Here's because I'm much older than you. Here's what my my experience has taught me that you, with your youthful, dewy beauty, might not have figured out yet. Let me help. Instead of making my mind be mean to me, which it likes to do, when I start to spiral down, you know, you'll be like, I'd like to do that, but I've never finished anything. And that other person does it much better. I'm too old. And what if I'm eaten by a giant condor? You know, stuff like that. You just crazy in your head. So these days, I've started to say to myself, hello, thought. Hello, mean thought. And the mean thought's like, what? And I say, whose thought are you? And the thought's like, bird. And then I say, whose head are you in? And the thought says, yours. And I said, okay, you have to go now. And I'll actually, I'm in thoughts and I forget that. So what I suggest is have fun. You have a path from God for the next couple of weeks where you don't have to prove your worth. Be productive. That's a big one for you. You're worthy just as you are with that darling little cat. What I would like you to do is give yourself time and luxury and fun to explore what you like doing. Go on Pinterest, look at boards, read anything you want, look at every career, including like skydiving. I don't know. I saw a job I wanted once. I was watching that Roy with Brad Pitt when he was like really buff, and I knew somebody who was paid thousands of dollars to give Brad Pitt 3 massages a day. And I thought, okay, that job. But I think that one's taken. But really, rather than thinking about what you should do and beating yourself up, the advantage you have as a Gemini girl, you are basically made of fun. And you're a good person. But you know what? Good people are allowed to have fun. So you have an for the next few days. I don't want anything for unless you want to go over here and do my laundry. The only but what I want you to do is notice whatever lights you up. Whatever it is, go research it, look at pictures, have fun, and then like make a note. Is there a movie you loved? Write that down. What was it you liked about the movie? Is there? Do you get where I'm going? Because you could actually make more money with something that you love. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to get closer. And that's where your success lies. So you've been given this irritating but non-fatal injury for a reason. Let yourself enjoy this time. Use it. Have fun. And let yourself dream. Okay? Because you have a lot of, you'd make a great interior decorator. You would make a great, I don't know, so many things you could do. You've got a way with people. You could open your own boutique because you've got a very good eye and you like people and you like, you know, as a healer, I wouldn't say be a nurse because it's hard. What's one thing, and it's satisfying. Does any of this make sense? Shall I stop talking and let you talk for a minute? Yeah.
Makes complete sense. I definitely create, like, very creative. So art and fashion design, you're definitely hitting the spot. I've always liked interior design, so I have thought about getting a sewing machine and getting more familiar with theming things and creating the designs that I've wanted to before. Because I do want to be a fashion designer overall. It's just the investment and all that I was trying to get a primary job, kind of financially back that dream, you know. So now could be a time that I spend more effort in learning how to sew and such.
That's, you know, that's a big thing to take on. I live in New York City and I was back dawn of time. I was a model. I rode to work on a dinosaur. Fun. So being a fashion designer, if you want to start like your own bespoke line of clothing, I think that would be great. Or if you want to, I think your creativity is the direction to go in. And also, you're good at research. For some reason, people have never given you quite enough credit for being as smart as you are. I think you're very useful to a lot of people, just being like useful to them. They don't always want people. You're a gift person, right? And people get used to giving. Well, yeah, people get used to somebody who's a giving person, being there, being useful. And if you start to take care of yourself and do stuff that you want, you're suddenly not available for them. They can get grumpy. Through that, you've done your time in the whole giving person. You forget about that. That's covered. For the next month at least, I want you to really be consciously selfish. Because your idea of being selfish is other people's idea of being Mother Teresa. So there's no way you're actually going to be a selfish person, but give yourself time. Research what you like. Find out a little about money. Women, it's very empowering for women to find out about finance. The other thing that you don't know about yourself is, okay, people haven't told you how smart you were because they didn't want you to figure out, oh, I'm really smart. What am I doing? What am I doing taking care of you? Later. So that's one reason people haven't given you a lot of encouragement. But I will tell you the other thing that I'm getting, and we're close in a minute. This is important. So, ready? Okay. The other thing is that you have a talent for money. You can understand finance. A lot of women have a lot of fear about money and finance. I know I'm 4 of them. But you get that stuff. And you were told at an early age something like, girls can't do math, or girls go back and learn as much about finance as you can. You have a talent there and it will support everything else. Have I talked your ear off? Thank you for being so patient.
Of course.
But in 18 months, your life is going to look really different. Just keep saying yes to challenges. Don't make excuses, just jump in. Got it?
Got it.
I believe in you, girl. You got a star on your forehead. Will you do me a favor and just get in contact and let me know how you're doing? Please? If I can be of any help, I'm happy.
Thank you.
And, well, you must be special. We gave you the whole show because that's what was supposed to happen. That's the kind of support you're getting from the universe. Use it for all. Just take that. All right, loves. Kelsey, it was great meeting you. Just get in touch, get questions, but you're doing great. And for everybody out there, thank you for the lovely emails and presents and stuff. And I took Rolls Royce. Come back next week at 9 at the Peri Lyons NYC Celebrity Psychic. Check out my Instagram. And mostly, have a great week. Or else, okay?